fire. And we are ready to get going at the NCCC, and it'll be the Capitals who get things underway. So Tino Kuso's had a great start to the year as well. Such a threat for them. Wickham, Sammy Wickham, and that is a scary sign if you're a UC Capitals fan. And she gets another steal.
Wow, yep, good start for Sammy. Score, maybe another one here. Yep, score.
This is
steal, score.
Sammy Wickham, the first 40 seconds of the game.
And look at the up and in defense of Steph Reed on Jade Melbourne.
Jade Melbourne, that is a pretty move though, right to left crossover. She finishes, and what a hot start to this game. An important maybe as well, because if the Fire wanted to take the crowd out of it as Kunek airballs the pull-up jumper, that start was the way to do it, but Melbourne gets them back on track.
I like how you say just her 14 points. That's a pretty good day at the office, 14 points and however many rebounds.
You get the superstars of the game,
yes.
and we used to see just the expectation becomes too high. And Sammy Wickham has come out with real purpose. And they'll reset. Reed, great work, kicks to the corner. What fantastic play from the Townsville Fire. The three-point make came from Roof. So the Capitals find themselves down by 6 early as we see Fowler step into a triple and go bang.
With Hawkins pulling out late, is that going to be at all disruptive to their rotation, to the players that they've had coming in off the bench? You know, Courtney Woods.
Neither team really able to establish themselves. That's a nice backdoor cut and the score, and a free throw to come for Potter.
Canberra, that whenever there's a player making a cut, she's going to get the ball.
Ada Clark, what a start to the game for her.
Really nice finish, fully outstretched arms.
Oh, Kuso, the 1-2. How sweet was that? Finding her stride, as you mentioned, Laurie. Again, there's that movement off the ball. Clark, the extra pass. That one deserves to drop, and it does. How good the movement off the ball, Laurie. That was a strong find, but three-point basket couldn't quite go. Roof, quick kick up to Woods. Just dropped her right hand, shoulder, and then popped in with her right hand, I should say.
Yeah, really good running the floor by Courtney Woods, and the kick-ahead pass to her.
What a fantastic find from Melbourne, and the Capitals get a much-needed 2 to start the second. Single digits on the shot clock, kick down to Akuso. Hard to the right, then back to the left, and she scores 2. So even with the zone, points in the paint coming for the Fire.
It's a classic back to the basket move by Satina Akuso.
Again, a good... Sure, that was a pass, might have been a tap. But eventually it found its way to Munga. Stopped herself from falling in one way and somehow got the score. Capitals, Munga looking to cut back door. Back to Melbourne. Right person with their hands on the ball as the shot clock winds down. She went from the left to the right and just left it a little short. Wickham goes herself and she says, anything you can do trick shot wise, I can do just as well.
I give credit to Townsville for that. They were all over the Capitals on defense. See what they can do with this fast break opportunity.
Koya hasn't really gotten involved too much in the offense. We know that she's got the greenest of green lights from deep. Melbourne with the step back. She didn't leave that one short. She cashes it for 3. A great link-up plays. We see Munga back the other way, and it's a blocking foul. And Kunek just a little shaken up. It's going to be free throws to come for Munga. So let's just have a little bit of a look at that. Just one into the ribs, wasn't it? Just in and underneath for Kunek, who, as you can see, as we get down to 10 seconds on the shot clock, good possession defensively so far for the Capitals. Eventually finds its way into Roof. That was brilliant. Fake to the right, went to the left and scored 2.
Superb.
Cassandra Brown was the one who gave the entry pass, and she was the one who came up with the stop there. Eventually kicks back out now for the Capitals. No dice. He was able to create that space, but then the block came through really nicely. And bang! Oh.
Canberra to use their legs and get up and run and see if fatigue plays a factor in that fourth quarter.
I leave Steph Reid wide open. She read the ball beautifully, which tells their players to do, and she did it to perfection. Then Woods with a take, just the ability to stop, hang, hit, and she'll go to the line for one extra. It's the de-acceleration, which we're seeing more and more in the modern game.
All
through hands for the Fire. They always seem to move well without it. Akuso had no option she liked, but she liked going herself and somehow got it to drop.
2 possessions where she's been involved in. That just might be what she needs.
Great block on the other end of the floor. It was Ruth who came up with the defensive, running into the locker room, but she looked to be okay, so I'm sure she will be back out. Good rebound from Sharp. Will get a chance to go again. And she does, and gets one to drop, and gee, did they need that.
B had her hand right there, so great finish by Alex Sharp.
Unbelievable. Steph Reid somehow over the extended. Look at this for a play. Unbelievable. And she went to the free throw line, and now the Fire up by 12. Munga, but turnover. Zowie B channeling her into Tom Brady, flips it up. And this time it's Courtney Woods for 2. They're down by 14 and they need an answer.
And that's not going to help when you get a turnover.
And Sammy Whitcomb to the races. She scores 2, and this crowd has really quieted down. Struggling offensively. Here's Melbourne. Turnover again. Woods kick up. Guess who on the fast break? Sammy Whitcomb scores again. Up to 15 points in the game.
Because the thing is that the Fire, every time there's a turnover, and they're,
always seems to be some sort of advantage on the break, as we see Cassandra Brown again, and finally a timeout from Kristen Veal.
Well, their passes are so predictable right now, the Canberra Capitals. They almost look.
More of the bench players is Brown for 3. She's played a lot of minutes, has had real intent. Akuso might have just copped one there, but again, slowly picks herself up. And another turnover from the Capitals. Just look like they need to just take a breath. Brown for 3, and finally she sees the bottom of the net.
To Townsville and the way that they're playing them. They're making it tough on every possession.
Melbourne no-look kick to the corner, and Clark. We mentioned her a lot in the first half. She pops up here in the fourth quarter, and that is one of the positives for the Capitals. Jada Clark.
She's played some really valuable minutes here.
Brown from the same spot, same shot, and same result for the Townsville Fire, and Cassandra Brown. You know very well if you've watched any of the NBL 1, because she is absolutely lethal and can score points in a hurry. Packed the other way, Alex Sharp.
It's her defense too. Really all-round game that she's had specifically this season. Great finish, great pass to begin with.
The Lightning is probably the best opportunity on paper. We do know that anybody can beat anybody on their given day. That's what we love about games, although that game against the Lightning might be their chance.
Well, the last time those two teams met, Canberra and the Lightning, it was a 3-point game, a 3-point win for the Lightning, and that did go right down to the wire.
Mungo with a nice little 2, and we see him go down in a thriller. So they've played 2 games this weekend. One, they lost to the Flames by 2, and then they lost to the Lynx in overtime, as we see Zowie B game. So they play the Boomers, the Lightning, the Lynx, just a bit out of them in terms of mentally.
I think no doubt it did. I think, it's been a very quick turnaround. It was just within their grasp. And so and they've had a few of those games, and you're going to take its toll. And I think we're seeing that in today's game.
Tough when you're getting a refreshed and raring to go Townsville Fire, as we see Courtney Woods score 2.
Well, won't that be a test for her playing against the Southside Flyers, which are arguably the biggest team in the competition, and what they bring and how she will, cope with that. But as I said earlier, to usher her into the WNBL.
As we see McDowell White step up and knock down a big 3. Nice look from her, and Zowie B on cue with a great defensive play, and here come the fire back the other way. They've just allowed 49 points to this point. Kirsten gets into a little bit of trouble. Tough fall away jump shot. Looked all right out of the hand, but left it short.
25-point third quarter was always going to set them up for, you know, a good second half of the game.
Judd.
Yeah.
3 ball back the other way, and big hit for Abby Solway. Last 40 seconds of this game. McDowell White kicks into Zowie B. Bench unit having to deal with a WNBA player down the other end. Solway one more time.
That's giving the crowd something to cheer about.
They will go down in this one 84-55. Shields looks like she wants to get on the board. No, she's going to dribble it out, and that is all done and dusted.